Forrest Fenn had always been fascinated by the unknown, the unexplainable, and the mysterious. He had a thirst for adventure that could never be quenched. And so, when he was approached by the government to work on a top-secret project at Nellis Air Force Base, he didn't hesitate to say yes. The project was simple, or so they said. Forrest was to work as a test pilot for a new type of aircraft that had been reverse-engineered from a UFO that had crashed in the Southwest desert. The aircraft was unlike anything Forrest had ever seen before. It was sleek, silver, and had no visible means of propulsion. Forrest was sworn to secrecy and told that if he ever spoke of his work, he would be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But he didn't care. He was living the dream. He was flying a UFO. The first few test flights were a disaster. The craft was unstable and unpredictable, but Forrest was determined to master it. He spent hours studying the schematics, the flight patterns, and the physics of the craft, and slowly but surely, he began to understand it. The more he flew, the more he began to notice strange things about the craft. It seemed to have a mind of its own, as if it was alive. It would respond to his thoughts, his emotions, and even his dreams. It was as if it was reading his mind. Forrest knew he was onto something big. He began to document his experiences in a journal, noting every detail, every sensation, and every thought. He knew that if he could figure out how the craft worked, he could change the world. But then disaster struck. During a routine test flight, the craft malfunctioned, and Forrest was forced to eject. He watched in horror as the craft spiraled out of control and crashed into the desert below. Forrest was devastated. He had lost his chance to unlock the secrets of the craft. But then he remembered his journal. He had recorded everything. He knew that if he could get his hands on the wreckage, he could reverse engineer it and build a new craft. Forrest knew he had to act fast. He broke into the base, stole the wreckage, and disappeared into the night. He spent the next few years working in secret, using the journal and the wreckage to build a new craft. And finally, after years of hard work, he succeeded. He had built a new UFO, one that was even more advanced than the original, and he knew that he could change the world with it. He would use it to explore the unknown, to discover new worlds, and to unlock the secrets of the universe. Forrest Fenn had become a legend, a hero, and a pioneer in the world of UFOs, and no one would ever know his secret.